Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Kushner, and I showed a couple of new features today. So in case you missed it, I showed this way of putting your name at the end, because what you're going to do is you're going to make about 60 to 70 more frames where either you're transforming your ball or there's going to be some kind of action, and then at the very end it's going to turn into your name. So we were talking about working with text and making it appear slowly. So if you look at these frames here, I drew for the word pop, I drew the line and the line with the circle for the P, and then part of the O. So each frame a little bit more comes on, and that's really better than just putting your name on there and letting it flash for one frame. Something that we talked about is this button on the right. So we know that if I press the regular plus sign, I get a blank frame. But I'm going to go to my back button. What if I want this word pop to just stay on the screen? Perhaps I'm going to press the second button over from the plus. It looks like two papers and a little white plus on top of that gray paper. And if I click that, the word pop is going to stay on the screen longer. So something that I'm going to show you, and we'll just kind of illustrate this right now. You can see how it just stays on there. If I go up to the I on the top right, I have a choice of my frames per second. That's my frame rate. So a lot of your defaults are going to be super fast, like 17 or 16 frames per second. That means it's going to be 16 pictures per second. So if it's going too fast and you want to slow it down, you might bring your frame rate down to like 10 or 12 frames per second. And that's just going to make it go a little bit slower. So I'm going to go ahead and put mine on 12. And the other cool thing that you can do is if you want to change your background color, it's not showing up right now. It shows up as a checkerboard. The default is white. But if you want a different kind of background, let's see what happens if I make my background black. I think that will look kind of cool. The pink will really pop out. And then when I go to press my play button, you can kind of see how it looks. So now the background is black. It's a little slower. And you can see what I did with mine, where I made the word pop come on slowly. It stays on the screen and I erased it away, and I'll show you a cool trick to get it to erase away like that. I'll just go ahead and start that again. Okay, so let's say I have the word pop and I keep it on for a while, and now I want to erase it. This is cool if you draw something. You don't want to have to keep drawing it over again. Again, I can hit that duplicate, which is that gray paper on gray paper with the little plus. If I click that, my pop comes back. I can now go to my eraser tool. Okay, you can see I can change my side. And maybe I want it to like fade off the screen, so I'm going to erase a part of it, and then I'm going to duplicate it again, and I'm going to erase a little bit more. Duplicate it again, erase a little bit more. Duplicate again, erase a little more. Duplicate. So that's how you can make it fade off the screen if you want like a fade, and now it's totally gone. So let's see how that looks when I press my play button at the top. There was my ball. It splits, comes together, pops, and then goes off the screen. So if you want to do that at the end, instead of writing pop, but you write your name, you can. Just like this animation by Fiona and the ones you saw earlier by Shamir and Ella, think about how you're going to transform your ball in about 60 to 80 frames and then add your name at the very end.